We're now focusing in on real estate in your local market. I have designated broker with Desert North Realty, a gentleman who is in the top 1% of all brokers, Jacob Chapman. Jacob, thank you so much for being back on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jen.
So Jacob, we're shifting gears here today and talking a little bit more about the buyer side of things. Tell me a little bit about what you and your team do to set yourself ahead of the rest.
Sure, that's a good question. There's so many pitfalls that loom in the home buying process, and it's important to pick the right individual in the sense to make sure that you avoid those. One thing that we've been doing, it's been giving the typical home buyer a competitive edge over the investor. The investor is hands down doing so much more in the sense of proactively searching for homes that we need to find a way to create a level the playing field. And so what we've done is we've created a software program that will work in real time with our local MLS and provide the homeowner real-time data. So the typical home buyer gets usually 2 emails a day from MLS, usually in the morning and the evening. If you wait to those times to receive your list of potential homes that might fit your criteria, the investor's already beaten you to the punch. So if there's any equity in the property whatsoever, and you wait till 10 o'clock at night and your realtor's sleeping and they don't get to it till the next morning, it's too late because somebody's already beat you to it. So what we've done is we've created a software that will query in real time MLS and send you an email, say, hey, this property is available and it's under market. Take a look at it.
So time really is of the essence in this situation. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Speed kills. Speed to lead is so important in our business. The real estate market is so hot right now, and there are so many investors out there that are buying homes, putting lipstick on them, carpet and paint, and then reselling them at above market value, and they're selling because of the real estate market so hot. So instead of the normal homeowner going out and buying that one that's above market, you can buy something that maybe it just needs a carpet and paint. A few $1,000s is going to go a long ways and save you thousands in the long run.
So this software program that you guys developed, this will bring up the properties that are under market value for us within minutes?
Correct. So it has a live feed to MLS, and once a property is listed, it'll bring it into our system, and then it runs an algorithm that we created that will comp out a property. And we do it mainly by distance and square footage, and we want to make sure we're comparing an apple to an apple. But it will comp every property that gets listed, and it'll send us a notification if it's under market. And if it is under market and you're a home buyer of ours and you end up, it fits your criteria, you're going to get an email that says, hey, this home was just listed, it's on the market, it's under value, and it meets your criteria.
Now, if I'm looking to buy a house in your area and I know that, I have you just a phone call away who's an expert in your field, why should I be so selective when maybe my brother-in-law has a real estate agent and my neighbor is a real estate agent? Why should we be selective when we are searching for that person to help us buy and sell our homes?
That's a great question. Everybody knows a real estate agent. It really depends. There's so many. Our purchase contract is 10 pages long. There are so many pitfalls in that if you don't know what you're doing, you can get yourself into trouble. And there are many agents that do it part-time, and they're not aware of those. And then there's some great ones that are. But when you're being selective and not using, say your neighbor or something of that, and you're using a professional, you're going to have a little bit of a competitive advantage. When you're using somebody like us, we're going to know when a home's on the market before your neighbor is. And it's just because we do it every day, all day. We eat, live, breathe, eat real estate. That's what we do.
You eat it twice, Jacob. I like it.
Yeah, twice. I mean, we obsess about it.
You do.
We love finding those properties that are undervalued. It's part of the game. It's fun.
Well, exactly, and that's why you're in the top 1%. I mean, you've got the legal matters, you've got the competitive edge. You are certainly one of the best in the business. Jacob Chapman, thank you so much for being back on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us online, AmericanDreamNetwork.tv, and we'll be right back with more of The American Dream.